Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I am filming on location in sunny, balmy Nova Scotia, out visiting my family for about a week and a half, I think. Was able to get through the border, of course, following all the protocols and all that. Nova Scotia has been pretty strict about stuff, but New Brunswick and Quebec not so much. But anyway, here we are. It's roasting here. It's not that it's so hot, it's that it's so humid. Nova Scotia being on the water, Ontario not. But it's okay, it's all right. Never gets quite as hot as Ontario or whatever, and it cools down at night. So, and you'll see in coming videos that I got some footage of some of the ocean stuff, which will serve as some background for a couple videos. Don't want to leave you guys hanging, and I like making videos, so I figured I'd do a quick video on the books I bought. Books I bought on my vacation so far. I say so far, I'm probably not going to buy any more. I'm not planning to go into any more bookstores. So about nine of the 10 books I bought, or 10 or 11 books I bought, are from a used bookstore down the street from me, called from my mom, I should say, called J.W. Dowell's. It's been in business for many years. It used to be in Halifax, downtown Halifax, but now it's in Dartmouth on Main Street. So give them some business. Tell them Colin sent you. The author of Go Out From Us, A Zombie Apocalypse, available now on Amazon. Anyway, so I'm just going to do a quick run through the books I bought and give you a short little explanation for why I bought them. So here we go. I'm in no particular order. So the first one is The Choir of Muses by Gilson. I've read a lot of Gilson's stuff over the years. He was a French medievalist, but he concentrated on the history of philosophy. So the medieval philosophers like Thomas Aquinas, Bonaventure, and all those guys. I didn't know he wrote this book. I thought I knew all the books he wrote. I read a great number of them. I did not know he wrote this book. So this very, very much fits in with some research I've been doing for the last while. As I probably said, I've been doing research for a book on writers' conception of what they do as writers, sort of as a religious or as a spiritual experience. So this book concentrates on some of the medieval writers like Petrarch, makes a lot of references to Dante and so on, but also deals with some other people I wouldn't know as well, like Wagner and Comte and so on. So that's the reason for that. Why don't I grab the other book that's kind of related to that? I didn't know about this book either. It's called Breaking the Circle by a woman named Nicholson. And the subtitle is Studies in the Effect of the New Science on 17th Century Poetry. So I thought that was kind of a cool topic. And the new science, of course, would be basically Galileo and the change of the understanding of the original medieval idea that the earth was in the center of all things, of the universe. And so be kind of neat to see the effects of the first generation of people out of that. So because I wouldn't say I know anything about it, so that should be kind of cool. So the relationship between science, religion, and poetry in that sense. And the next one, in the similar theme, I didn't know about this book either. It was really cheap, so I thought I'd snap it up. God and the American Writer by Alfred Kazin, which I'm reading for similar reason. It's not that my book focuses on theology, on people's belief in God or whatever, but belief in God feeds into a writer's conception of what they're doing as a writer. So that's why I'm focusing on those things. One book that I picked up and started to read because I've had my eye on it for a long time, and it was only $3, is Samuel Johnson's Lives of the Poets. It's an abridged edition, so it's not the full thing, but like many of these abridgments, it focuses on the poets we'd know the best or whatever. And there's some I don't know even in this list of, say, 15. There's a few poets I don't know on the list, but most of them are, Pope and Swift and Milton and so on. But it's cool, and Johnson is an amazing writer. I've read Boswell's Life of Johnson about a year or so ago, and it's great background for this book itself. Let me just see here what else I got. I guess nothing else in any particular logical order. I wanted to pick up a few more W.O. Mitchell books, and they had a good Canadian literature section at J.W. Dowell's, and you can pick up some of these things quite inexpensively. I grabbed like 3 books of his, I think, that caught my eye. So, How I Spent My Summer Holidays, The Kite, and For Art's Sake. Okay, they had a few more titles there or whatever, but I was like, I'll just get those. I already have some W.O. Mitchell at home that my daughter gave me for Christmas that I read one of them, and I think I still have a couple more to get through. Now why don't I go on my Nova Scotia theme? So this is the only book that I didn't get at W.O. Mitchell's. The title caught my attention. It was in the local section, or Nova Scotia section, of Chapters, which for American readers is kind of like the Barnes and Nobles of the United States, of Canada. On the South Mountain, there's 2 so-called mountains in Nova Scotia, the North Mountain and the South Mountain. And when I saw this, I thought, that's peculiar. So if you look a little closer at the subtitle, it says The Dark Secrets of the Goler Family. So, of the Goler clan, sorry. So basically, as locals know, but probably not a lot of people outside of that, the Goler family lived so the South Mountains really in the middle of the south half of Nova Scotia. So if you found the real center of Nova Scotia in the south half, it'd be South Mountain. And the Goler clan are infamous for incest and child abuse and stuff like that. So it's an interesting and grim topic, and I also, of course, want to read up more on Nova Scotian history and so on. So continuing on the Nova Scotia theme, as those who follow me on Twitter or Facebook, I got McClellan's Barometer Rising. I got a nice old-fashioned copy, hardcover. How much was it? I'm curious. How much did I spend on this baby? I spent, gosh, $10. That's a little much for, I mean, it's $10 is about the peak you want to pay for a used book, unless it's something really special. Hardcovers are nice, but this is a book that we were forced to read. I was forced to read in grade 7, and I didn't remember anything about it. I didn't read it very carefully. I was bored by it. And Barometer Rising is about the Halifax explosion. This was in 1917, I believe, when 2 ships collided, and it was the largest explosion before Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Thousands were killed, 10,000 were injured, type thing. And that's when the novel, Hugh McClellan's novel, is set. So I'm going to give it the old college try and expect a review soon about it. If a Nova Scotian expat can't do Barometer Rising on his book review channel, then there's something wrong with him. What else? Okay, I actually found a beautiful hardcover of Don Juan, and by Byron, and it was in beautiful condition. And it's like Byron writes such big poems, like Child Harold's Pilgrimage, and Don Juan, and blah blah blah. I thought it would be cool to have it as a separate volume and be able to kind of get into it. And the pages are in beautiful condition, very bright and light, easy to read. And on the poetic train of thought, I also got an edition of Longfellow's Poems, and it's a 2-column. It's one of those 2-column page things, but I have some of his poems, like Evangeline or whatever, and a few of his other works, but this is like very beautiful volume, hardcover, very nice pages, all that stuff. So I figured I'd get that. I guess it says the poetical works of Longfellow, so I guess it's all of them. Oh, I missed one. W.O. Mitchell, Roses Are Difficult Here. So those who don't know, W.O. Mitchell is not a Nova Scotian or anything. He writes, he's from the prairies, like Saskatchewan or whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to think, I thought I read a book recently that was set in Ontario. But anyway, we'll do more on W.O. Mitchell soon. I keep promising to do Who Has Seen the Wind. It's just a beautiful book. I keep promising to do a review on that, and I haven't yet, sorry. And now picking up on my Russian literature enthusiasm, 2 books. Maxim Gorky's On Literature is a decent volume, and it was pretty inexpensive. I have read certain aspects of this book before, but certain aspects weren't there, and I thought it'll be really cool. And it's a nice volume. I got it for $6. Nice print, very clear and all that stuff. And finally, Russian Literature Since the Revolution by Edward Brown. I don't know the author, but you know me, I love all things Russian, and for as much as I hate Stalinism and communism and Marxism, I am fascinated by Russian literature, even 20th century Russian literature. And this is not, it's not a it's not an anthology. It has an account of all the major Russian authors of the 20th century, you know, like Solokov and Solzhenitsyn and Armatova and Babel and all them. Does it have my dude, Platonov? I don't think so. But anyway, so you know me, I love Russian literature, blah, blah, blah. So that's all the books I got, and I think I explained them well enough, suitably anyway. So I'll keep having a good time on my vacation, a couple more days, and I hope you guys are doing well. I don't know how long it's going to be hot here or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. The ocean's always very close. Anyway, thanks so much for listening, guys, and please, if you haven't already, please buy my book. Even if you don't like it, pass it on to somebody who would like it. It supports me 100% and helps me to keep writing and keep trying and, to write good literature and talk about it here. Anyway, so thanks so much, guys, and I hope you have a great day.